All right around the corner, we have today's Tao Daily Tarot reading for you. Here's a little heads up. You're looking for a message in a bottle, but obviously that's a symbol. You are looking for a message, and you will find your message inside. You know you are coming to a very important time, but you have to pull back and be open to that message. I'll have all the details. It's a really, really positive read coming up. Well, hello and welcome to this latest edition of the Tao Daily Tarot. Thank you for being here, whether you're a first-timer, long-timer, cross-watcher. As you well know by now, you are more than welcome. So for the first-timers, let's go through this again. Eventually I'm going to stop the intro like this, but for the time being, as I'm building the channel, I'm going to repeat this for a little while longer. What makes this tarot reading different from other tarot readings? First of all, it's archetypal. I read the images. I only use generally 8 cards, maybe 9, and that's it. 4 decks, 8 or 9 cards, because the Tao, by definition, is the simplest, most direct path. More is usually not better. More is simply confusing. So 8 or 9 cards, a simple, straight archetypal read. And I read energies. The energy of coming, going, pushing, pulling. The energies that you deal with every day in your life, because every day there's something coming at you, something going away from you, something pushing you, something pulling you. That is life. And rather than getting into predicting and kind of putting you in a box where you are looking for something or someone in a certain way, I put the energies out there. They're affecting everyone on the planet. But because there are more than 7 billion people on the planet, there are more than 7 billion combinations for this energy. So I put the energy out there. It's kind of an energetic weather report. Is it going to be sunny? Is it going to be rainy? Are we going to get snow? Are we going to get hurricanes or tornadoes? Or what are we going to get? How do I prepare? I focus on you in this tarot reading exclusively. I give you the energies. You then navigate them, apply them to your life. It gives you more power. I also do something called the hyper shuffle. I'll show you in a minute. And I try to get this reading done in about 10 minutes. Maybe 11, sometimes 12, but I try to get it in there pretty quickly because, again, more is not better. A good 10-minute read that is very direct is more helpful to you than a 1-hour read that has you skating all over the place. So you always come first in the Tao Daily Tarot. Alrighty. By the way, like, subscribe, and share. Click that bell. Thank you very much. So let's get to it. Here I got in my hand here the beginning of the tarot reading for today. We're going to do the hyper shuffle. So there you go. There is the hyper shuffle in today's Tao Daily Tarot. Let's get to the reading, shall we? We begin with our oracle card. It is, since this is an energetic weather report, the overall weather report card is message in a bottle. We've had this before, and how appropriate, not only in an eclipse season, but we're also having a Mercury retrograde. This is a very, very intense eclipse heading up to the new moon in about a week, right? New moon in Gemini, which also ruled by Mercury. Mercury retrograde. I mean, this is some intense mental activity. Message in a bottle. Somewhere a message will come to you. It may come from your intuition, may come from somebody else. Somehow, some way, outside, inside, you're going to get a message. And if you notice here on the top, all of the cards are swords cards. So swords are what you're thinking, what you're saying. And I think right now it's what you're thinking, and again, appropriate for an eclipse season and a Mercury retrograde. Just a lot of intense conversation, maybe internalized. It may not even be happening outside, but let's begin. We first look at the King of Swords. And in fact, in the pre-shuffle, I also shuffled up the King of Swords. So this is a head-over-heart decision. But it can be a cold decision without emotion. And depending who or what you're dealing with, that strict emotional kind of abandonment, probably not a good thing to do. But you feel compelled to have to either speak your mind or really focus in on what you're thinking, what you're saying. It's really a head over heart time. And of course, in a Mercury retrograde, you can understand that. We also have another swords card, Six of Swords. What your goal is to get out of choppy waters. There's some part of your life that's just not getting it. Probably this last year has made it very apparent to you that you really need to change some aspect or aspects of your life. Probably your thinking, but nevertheless, you are in the process of figuring out a way to leave choppy waters, wherever you are now, and go to smoother waters. Again, it's probably a head over heart decision, or it feels like it should be a head over heart decision. And again, here we are in the energies of pushing and pulling, Seven of Swords. Now, very often this is the thief, stealing 5 and then coming back for the other 2, doing it in secrecy. But I think in this case, it's you doing a lot of internal work. I don't think stealing from anybody or yourself even, just behind the scenes. Picking up whatever ideas you can. Rethinking everything. Because you feel that there is a decision needed. It's imminent. And of course, with the new moon in Gemini coming up in about a week, yeah, you're right. There will be some sort of a decision that will need to be made, because that's going to affect the rest of the year. And so here you go, the third sword card, and we go wrap up with the energies of pushing and pulling, and there's a fourth swords card, Nine of Swords, the agony, the shoulda coulda stuff. Oh man, if I just did it. The fact of the matter is, you lived your life always to the best of your ability. Was it always the smartest, the wisest? No, of course, you're human. But you did the best, and given the same set of circumstances, the odds are you would likely do it again. More to the point, it may not be quite as serious as you're feeling. Right now, with this Mercury retrograde, and we have other aspects going on along with the eclipse, people are very confused. I mean, seriously confused. And the more they think, the more confused that they get. Hence, we got the 4 swords cards up here on top, along with the message in a bottle. You are looking for a message. You are looking for a clue. You are looking for some sort of piece of information that will make a difference. And so you're thinking and thinking and thinking in this Mercury retrograde season and eclipse. And what really may solve it for you, or be helpful in any event, the moon card. This is the magnifier card. The moon, emotions, intuition. Yeah. Time away. Just by yourself, like the crab. You just kind of pull in your pincers and just meditate. Matter of fact, this would be a really good time to meditate for the next week, especially if you're trying to manifest. This would be a really ideal time. The thinking has gotten you here, and in some regards has gotten you nowhere. Now it's probably time to feel. Meditation is a good first step, and I think will resolve your issues and will probably help you manifest as well. And we go to the second magnifier card, the Wheel of Fortune. Things are moving. You can feel it. Everyone I've talked to in regards to this season, whether they knew astrology or tarot or anything, have this sense that something's moving ahead. And of course, they're experiencing the same issues with the overthinking, trying to do a head over heart situation when it's your heart, really, that maybe you need to pay attention to. But you can sense you are moving ahead. This is a big deal. This is a major arcana. And in fact, the card prior to it was major arcana. This is a critical time. Like I said, this is probably the heaviest, most important eclipse season we've had in several years, and you're feeling it. And so we go to our final card, a vice versa deck facing forward, the Knight of Pentacles. You are looking to establish a solid base, a solid foundation. Money, certainly, because pentacles are connected with money, but it's whatever you think is valuable. And you see him looking into this pentacle globe, like he's staring off into the future. As I'm looking at his face, it's almost like he's in a meditation, just focusing, losing himself, not so much in his thoughts, but his feelings. But he also realizes it's going to take some time. Pentacles move very, very slowly. But that's not the point. The point is having the vision. And you can just see in his face, in his eyes, he has the vision of what is valuable to him. Doesn't make any difference what society says. Doesn't make any difference what anybody else tells him. It's what's valuable and important to him. And again, I think the key here, go inside. Use your intuition. Meditate over the next week as we head to this very important Gemini full moon eclipse. Or not full moon, but the Gemini solar eclipse. Very, very important time. This is a great read. You are looking for that message in a bottle, and that message may be coming from you. All right, so that's our read for today. Again, as we're heading towards that eclipse in about a week, really important heavy-duty readings. I love them. Thank you very much for your time. Please like, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell. Again, thank you for your efforts to help move and grow this channel forward. Between now and the next time you and I have a chance to sit down and talk tarot together, as always, blessings.